together. So let me
Please stay
bring
tuned with
to the
me.
mic. I want you to imagine Full Circle Podcast community. You were at the first annual Full Circle Podcast retreat. We have 5,000 people there, and the music amps up, and your chair starts to vibrate. Your palms are sweating. You're dripping hot dog mustard on your jeans, and the MC says, Full Circle Podcast community, on your feet, put your hands together. A warm, heartfelt welcome for your keynote speaker, Ari Galane.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, friends, for being here this morning. It's an honor to be here to share with you some ideas that create a model for change. We're on this program, usually we'll talk about freedom. We talk about confidence. We talk about growth. We talk about new insights into all areas of life. What are those areas? You're emotional. First and foremost, we depend on our emotions to make most of our decisions that put us in. You got this? Who got it? Oh my God, Rod says I got this. It looks like he's agreeing with me. Thank you very much. The other area that we focus on is the area of your health, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to bringing this community to having more of people from all over Canada and US really join us, because this is such an important message. I welcome to our new guest, our new friend also that has joined and also has had a opportunity to meet with my friend and also my partner, Rod H. Norville. So your area of health, your area of partnership or organizing the relationships that you build on a daily basis. I've had miracles happen to me, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling you not this to brag about it or to show you that I got something special. I'm just sharing with you that if it's possible for me to have a mindset that I can create my own miracles on a daily basis, then that's teachable. You can learn it as well. We all have that opportunity. We all have that chance. We all have that talent. Yesterday we talked about, or on the weekend, that we are made in every belief in the image of our Creator. So we are enabled with this power of creativity to master all our areas of life. So let me quickly go through the circle of wheel of life that we talk about, because I want to know where each person feels about this circle of life that has your emotional health, relationships, vocational. I had to Google this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know something, what do? Put it on Google meaning, and then it will tell you. So vocation is about your career, which is really an important area of your life, because you're going to spend 1/3 of your life in your career. So you got to pay attention to that area. And also your money. We get into careers to make money, ladies and gentlemen. Money is the greatest motivator. My mentor said that money is not everything, but it's right up there with air. As soon as you have, I had to get your attention. Yes, you can have your own style. You can have your own way of speaking, getting your attention. We're going to talk a lot about money. We're going to talk about personal development. Most people don't know what it is. I wanted to show it to you. Back in 1994, I was a brand new refugee in Canada. I arrived with $64 in my pocket on Danforth Avenue. Many of you locals know this. In this time of the year, or a little bit later, or is it springtime? No, it's springtime, yes. People have house cleaning, garage sales, and things like this. So I go walk on Danforth with $20 $20 actually in my pocket, but one toonie. That's why I love the number 22, and it also happens to be my birthday. I saw the yard sale. I needed a lot of things. I had a little room and nothing in it, but this book got my attention right here. I opened the back cover and I found out that it says, "Dear so-and-so, I hope that you take this book and read it, because it will completely change your life. So-and-so, love so-and-so." Thanks, Rod, for the prompt. I picked this book up and I didn't speak English, with great difficulty, with all of my, I got a lot of dictionaries here. I was able to crack a little bit of idea on the first couple of chapters, and I found out things like If you raise your standard but don't really believe you can meet them, you've already sabotaged yourself. I realized things like this, and it got me introduced to Mr. Jim Rohn, which I spent time in Dallas with later on, and then I got into financial services, and life started to be just this miracle that I imagined when I was 13-year-old boy. I wanted to talk to you today about power of reading in your life. Unfortunately, most people don't read, and I believe that if you want to fix it, if you want to fix whatever you got, each area of your life, right, you got to read it. So if there's anything wrong in emotional, in your health, in your partnerships, again, that's formulas that Rod is showing. Thank you. Partnerships, really, really important. Who do you spend most of your time with? Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be the... I put this in practice. Let me tell you what happens. I will talk from past. Let's go back, reel it back. 2013, so let's go back to 2018. 5 years back. I was brand new in my business, an industry that I had never touched, and I was in this mission to create healthy brand for people in Canada because it gets cold. That's where I was born, and when I was smaller, we used to have sheep socks and things that will really keep you warm. Then I said, how do we turn this? So I started on this journey, how you're reeling people in. You got to connect and search the people that have the same type of mentality that you do. We all are raising our levels. My mentor, Brian Tracy, again, that I love so much. This man, I have conversations with him, not one-on-one, but he's with me in my car, in my CDs, everywhere that I go. He talks to my ear. That means he talks to me. I just want to read a quote from him that will absolutely be the pinnacle of this course and everything else. Brian Tracy, in his wisdom, said that every single life only becomes great when the individual sets upon a goal or goals which they really believe in. So if you have a goal that you wishy-washy, again, I'm translating something that's really, really clear. You got to have absolute clarity about your goal. Yesterday, I had a pleasure chit-chat with Sherry. She said, she's going to go from one side of the country to another side of the country and establish. She has created the vision of what's going to happen in the next 90 days. Sherry? I want to hear from the ladies. I want to hear from Sherry. Sherry, you also have a plan of action for your next 90 days. Am I correct?
Well, I would say yes, and it's a plan for the next year. That's how long this project is going to last, and it's very clear on all levels of my life.
So if we can project Sherry's life in 1 year, and she has a plan, solid plan of how to make things happen, let's imagine that we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's imagine we're on this dot right here. This is your current age. This is 85, okay? So if you're here and you wanted to sit down on your porch one day at age of 85, like my father, and think a life back into the past and have some advice for your family, for your son, for your daughter, what would you tell them? I want you to write this down. I want you to think about this. What would you give advice to somebody that you really love? I was blessed to have the mentorship of some great people in my life. And Rod was one of my really excited friends. I'm an excitable guy. You know, my good friends say that even I get excited just getting out of bed. Even listening to the news, because I know it's all lies. People are not spending their time right here on this program versus watching right now CT News. The bottom is telling you what's happening in the world. The top is about weather and all the things and local news. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow will be the exact same program. There's absolutely no change. We're going to tell you all the news in the bag, and we're going to tell you exactly what the world is thinking right into your mind. I saw a video this morning. I was really impressive. Rod, we got to do this. Take a side of tape and write on a piece of paper all the negatives. And you put it on the table, and mind is like that, picks up all the negatives. The other side of the tape attracts the positive. It's almost impossible to stay positive through all day. Unless you have another couple of positive people in your life around you. then it's really easy to galvanize this energy of positivity. And how do you get positive? You have created a model for change, ladies and gentlemen. Over the course that Rod and I are doing on Sundays, you're going to learn the model for change. Transformation, breakthroughs, journeys from your feeling right now to where you want to be tomorrow. If you want something you've never had before, you got to do something you've never done before. I have never been on an 8 a.m. podcast ever. And when Rod said it, I said, man, Rod, that's my time. I got to do a little workout. I got to keep helping my circle of life. I got to stick to this. And I knew what I had to do. I just had to take my time back for half an hour to make the adjustments, to be here, to be presentable. Otherwise, I'd be in my running jockeys and all hot and sweaty. So what you got to do, you got to build that resilience in life, ladies and gentlemen. The book and the daily, oh, Rod, thanks for this gift. I really like it. I started reading some pieces of this daily show with Mama Norwell, which is Rod's mom. And we want to make an impact. We want to create some winners in life. I believe God made everybody in his image to be a winner. You were born a winner. Imagine how many of those little swimmers you had to be to really be here today. Okay, you know that the human gene is carried down through your DNA. And when humans are made, there's going to be a lot of them going towards the motherhood, trying to stick to it, and one or two. And sometimes what happens is you get a what? You get a winner that makes it to this line, and you were that winner. You made it to the line. I was the winner. We beat millions and millions of those little energy balls, and we are here. So we got to take advantage of this. Right now, I'm not sure. Again, you're watching the news. The only thing I watch is financial. And the great bubble is right here, right now. Today, the government of Canada is going to decide to see if the interest rates are going up, which I don't think they will. They'll stay the same, or they will go down. This will have an impact on your income and on your mortgage payment, on your finances, and gas bill, on everything that we do, ladies and gentlemen. And the only way to change this is to take control of your life and kick ass. I like Donald Trump. I like Donald Trump. I'm sorry, those who don't. I'm from the Middle East, and I believe that he's the agent for change in Iran, which is, Rod told me to be proud of my heritage, so I'm going to talk about it. I came here as a refugee. I had $64 in my pocket. I saw Hakim Optical. I read his story. They said this guy used to sell sunglasses on Yonge Street. Now he has 450 Hakim Optical stores. I said, what? Is that possible? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you here right now, it's possible. We have wonderful programs. I encourage you to connect with Rod, connect with our team, connect with Sherry, connect with everyone in this room, and Tracy Lynn will organize you, bring you on this show. We want to promote your business. We want to promote your life. We want to promote your mission. And I want to hear from your mission. If anybody wants to share this morning with me, because I've got so much to share with you right now, but I like to hear. Remember listening? Rod, I'm willing to listen.
I have nothing to say other than how excited I am that Sherry is here with her camera on. There is a big announcement coming out this afternoon. And I just want to say to those that are on as studio audience today, Kelly, Lisa, Tracy Lynn, Jake, and Mark, this is our highest attendance studio audience. You guys are crazy. It's 8 a.m. You can catch this on the replay, but you're here, and we don't take that for granted. This is your time. It's free, but it's priceless. You can never get it back, and you gave it to us today. I just want to say thank you, and I want to let you know in the chat is the updated schedule of all the shows. We are excited. Happy Wednesday. Arif, back to you.
Ladies, I just wanted to tell you I got some really recommendations. I like to sort of see women's perspective. The Age of Miracles is here. This is by Marianne Williamson. I've been reading her books and watching her. If you don't have an idol, if you don't know what to follow or who to follow, or our ideologies and concepts and speeches are a little bit, manly, I encourage you to follow Marianne Williamson. I was in a period where I lost my father. I listened to her videos online. Incredible human being. And there's a lot of other people that we're going to introduce you on this show, but I wanted to bring you back to my Brian Tracy close with this. Every single life only becomes great when the individual sets upon a goal or goals which they really believe in, which they can really commit themselves to. My quote wasn't ended, and it continues. Which they can really commit themselves to, which they can put their whole heart and soul into it. Brian Tracy says you got to put your heart and soul. Brian Tracy was a Canadian personal development, and he's still alive in his 90s. I look forward to seeing him on the next event in Vancouver. I'll hand it over to you, Rod. Let's go and have a great day, everyone. This is Arif Gilani at Full Circle Podcast. Full Circle, I learned yesterday, is that 8 hours that you create miracles, ladies and gentlemen. Rod, back to you.
Beautiful. Let's blow it up for Arif studio audience in the chat. Let them know. Show them some love. Great stuff, Arif. We got people piling in right now as Mama Norville is next up on the schedule. Arif, I was doing the schedule last night. Just close with this. We got 30 seconds before music comes on. Look at that, like clockwork. Those in the studio audience see Mama Norville coming in from breakfast.